Hello, I'm Callum Dilietto, and this is the Flock Together podcast in partnership with Destination St John's. We're here today at the Shangri-La, the Shard, London, and I'm joined by Matt. Hello.
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
It's been a long time coming.
It's been a very long time coming. I've been pestering you probably since season 1, I think.
Yeah, I think so. And I apologise.
It's the nature of the beast.
Yeah, every time you've asked me, it's just been busy and you know what it's like. But I'm glad I'm here.
One of my favourite things about you, and I'm going straight in on this, is that you and the guys from Sandals and Ken created Events Are Talented, a talent show for the events industry, which I've often moderated and emceed.
Appreciate it.
It's a great initiative and idea, and it's been so fascinating to see the actual incredible talent, like singing and performing talent from people in the industry.
It's crazy. I mean, it was if I'm honest, it was a drunk idea in a pub and chatting away and thought, like, let's do something fun. Let's try and find the talent behind the scenes, if you like. And we found them. Like the first, I think the first winner we had, she's now living in LA. She's had 2 number ones on Spotify. It's crazy. And she worked back of house in events. So I'm proud of that. And we do it for fun. We raise money for charity. That's the main thing. So yeah.
I really thought when you first told me about it, I thought it was a great idea, but I thought it was going to be almost karaoke-esque in terms of the talent. Yeah. And then when every year I'm like, this is better than X Factor.
Yeah. You know? Well, I remember the first one we did, I think we had like 40 people in Bunga Bunga in Covent Garden. This year we're looking at like 400 people, sit-down meal, and people are like really embracing it, which is great because we're changing lives with charities and things like that. So yeah, I'm proud of it, and we're going to keep it going and just carry on. So yeah.
And you also have some singing talent, which you sort of are modest about, but sort of kind of show off at the same time.
Yeah, I entered a show years ago. I might have chose the wrong song and sung badly, but look, I gave it a go. And
no, but you can sing. I've heard you. You can sing.
Yeah, I quite enjoy it. I'm not going to lie. I love a bit of karaoke. I'm sure you know. Yeah.
So the first part of the podcast is Remember. And I'd like to know, what was your first ever work trip?
So my first work trip, so when I set Chew up many years ago, back in 2013, I was lucky enough to work for another company, and we took a client kind of across. And my first ever work trip was an event for Google, which is crazy, but actually it was the worst client in the world because they wanted everything and for nothing.
Yeah.
So it became a bit of a pain, if I'm honest. But it was amazing to start like that. So yeah, set up an event in Ireland, the Kilishi Hotel, for Google, which, look, I mean, it's kind of one of the things I don't necessarily shout about because it wasn't that easy, but really enjoyed it. And yeah, that kind of set me on my way really, and carried on from there.
Well, also it's your first event as the new company. Yeah. Like there's going to be like just so many stresses, and
it was hard. Like, I mean, so my business partner, he kind of joined me about 6 months in after I sort of said, like, that's it, I'm doing it. And it was daunting because I was working for a company, I was getting paid well, and then suddenly I remember ringing my wife and sort of saying, I've left work. And she went, oh great, you're coming home early. No, I've left work. Like, and she was pregnant at the time, and I thought, do you know what, I've got to do it, because if I don't do it, I'll never do it. And touch wood, it's worked out, and here I am now, 13.
Fortune favours the bold.
Well, hopefully, yeah.
Although, if I was your pregnant wife, I'm not sure I'd be as forgiving.
She wasn't that happy about it at the time, but luckily it's worked out.
And what was your last work trip?
The last one was, we took the company away. So every year, if we kind of do well and we have a great year, I'm a big believer in work hard, play hard. I'm sure you know that about me. But we took them away to Dublin. So that was our last work trip. So we took the whole team. And it is about downtime, just enjoy it. We've had a good year, let's have a blowout. And we drank a lot of Guinness. And they all did as well.
That's a very full circle answer. Your first work trip was Ireland,
my God,
and your last work trip was Ireland.
I didn't even realise that.
Yeah, no, that's cool.
That's really cool, actually.
But I like that. It's funny because everyone in the industry does incentives for other companies and other employees, and does reward and recognition for other teams. But it's not often actually that agencies do the same for their own employees.
And that's what my point is, and I think I want the guys to want to work there, and I want them to have fun with it. Like, it's a hard job. We all know that events is chaos. but I want them to be there. I want them to enjoy it. So if I can give something back as well, and if they enjoy coming into work, that's perfect for me. And they'll work harder in a way, if you like.
Yeah.
And they do, so that's amazing. We've got a great team.
The next part of the podcast is revisit. So if you could go back in time and relive a destination experience, what would it be?
Argentina, Mendoza. So I was fortunate enough, fam trip, and Alia from Cashel, she took us there. I was blown away by the lovely people, the steak, the wine. It was just out of this world. Like Argentina, you don't get to go to these places very often, so we are fortunate, in this world. And it was another trip. Like everything about it was just perfect. The people were lovely. It was cheap. The wine, the steak, like I said before, but it kind of blew me away. It kind of opened my eyes to saying to clients, like, go somewhere else, like rather than just Europe. There's lots of stuff in Europe, obviously, but if you go further afield, it's just, Mendoza was beautiful. Like the mountains in the background, wineries. It was just unreal. Yeah, I was blown away. So I would definitely go back. 100%.
I'm desperate to go to South America.
Oh, it's unreal.
It's the only continent, well, I say the only continent, I haven't been to Antarctica, but it's on my list. I'm desperate to go there, and Argentina is very high.
It was definitely up there. Like I say, like I think it was just, you just felt like at ease. I think people were scared to go there sometimes because there's a lot of history there and sort of violence, but didn't see any of that. Obviously, yes, we were in nice places, but even when we were walking around the streets on our own, like free time, you just felt safe. I felt safe. And blown away by the hospitality, like I said, the food and wine was just, I think that's kind of stuck with me really, if I'm honest.
And if you could make any hotel a home, which would it be?
So I thought about this, and so Scotland, Cameron House. Have you ever been?
No.
So Cameron House is on Loch Lomond, and you've got the loch one side, but you've got the woodland behind you. Nice. So people have asked me in the past, like, where would you live? I would live on the sea, but have like the forest behind me. So that kind of Cameron House did it for me. As soon as you walked in, you felt like you was at home. It's a lovely estate kind of manor house. It's not huge, but it's, 50, 60 bedrooms. But you've got the water one side and you've got this woodland behind you. So kind of suits me perfect because we landed on like a seaplane. It was unreal. You come in and then you're greeted by the Scottish kind of hospitality and this country manor house, unreal. And then you've got this woodland behind you where you can go and explore. Yeah. So for me, that would be my home. Obviously, it's quite extravagant.
That's the whole nature of the game. Is you're picking a hotel to be.
Yeah, exactly. And it was hard to think about this because then I was like, maybe the Langham in London because I love the Langham because it's pink. Yeah. Everything in there pink, and I love pink.
Exactly.
But yeah, so it was torn. But Cameron House is another level.
I can also see you being like Lord Curran of the manor. I don't know why.
I'm not sure about that.
I could just see you there, like as a lord in your
cigar. Yeah, I don't know. No, I just felt like I walked into a house, even though it was a hotel. So I was, it's another experience, like I said. And also there's a golf course very close.
You love your golf.
I do love my golf. So yeah, amazing.
I think what makes Canada different from other incentive destinations is simply how vast and diverse Canada is. I love the accessibility, cultural diversity, and the ability to create a truly authentic experience. If people want a city vibe, Canada can provide that. If you have adventurers, there is absolutely something here.
My most memorable moment was definitely the kayaking experience. The elements and the conditions were something that I have never experienced anywhere in the world. It was magnificent.
We had this amazing immersive cultural experience. We were looking for mushrooms and for herbs and talking about sustainability. We were listening to music, hearing stories of fishing. It was undescribable how awesome that was.
The next part of the podcast is reimagine. So I'd like for you to plan an incentive trip for yourself Where would you go? What would you do? And which celebrity guest would you have with you?
So I'm going to go down the golf route again. I'm a huge fan of golf. I'm sure everyone knows that. But I would play Augusta at the Masters. So I was fortunate enough to go and watch it. And I just got frustrated because I was watching it. I want to be on the course. I want to be playing it. So I'd love to play that. The incentive would be to go there, play with Tiger and Rory on a 4-ball, but then also finish that and go in the clubhouse. Because not everyone gets invited. You have to be super like members and all this. So I'd go in the clubhouse, and then I've named a couple of celebs, but the actual one celeb I would bring in, and he's dead, is Frank Sinatra.
Oh, that's a great shout.
So I'm a bit of a crooner. I kind of like that music. That's kind of my era. I should have been brought up in the 1920s.
Yeah.
Like dapper suits, hats, canes. Like I kind of love that era. I think it's amazing.
Yeah.
And you see these old pictures on the tube where they're all kind of 3-piece suits. That's kind of my era. So I'd have him come in, and I would sing with him in front of whoever's in the clubhouse at the same time. But that would be my ideal incentive. Frank Sinatra, singing away with him.
That's actually giving me goosebumps. I'm not even joking. That's. I think that would be so good, and to be able to do a duet, because as I said, you can sing. So being able to like sing alongside Frank Sinatra, I'm the same.
Unreal.
I love the whole Rat Pack vibe,
Yeah, I do.
and that era of music, and after doing something like golf, which you're super passionate about, and then just being able to, that's great. Okay.
Play golf and then sing with Frank. I mean, what's better than that for me? Like, it's ultimate.
That's so good.
Unreal.
The penultimate part of the podcast is reform. So this is a chance for you to kind of get on your soapbox and write a letter to the industry. What would your letter be?
I think as an industry, so we've employed a lot of people now, and we interview a lot of people. The one thing for me, I think people come out of whatever they're doing from a young age, and I think they think events is glamorous. And it is, and it can be. And we do lovely stuff. We meet lots of celebs sometimes. We do lots of, like this, for example. We're at the Shangri-La. It's unreal. But they need to realise that it's not all glamorous. I think I want to stress that going to get a degree in event management, actually, yes, it's great, but it doesn't teach you. I would advise everyone to take a year out, go and work for a company. We've had a few people come and do like placement years, and they learned so much more because we've gone, right, go and work on this event, get in front of what's going on. I think they think it's going to be red carpets, you're going to meet celebs. It's not. There's so much more that goes on behind the scenes of an event. And don't get me wrong, I don't necessarily do that anymore because all the guys in the office are doing that and they're great at it. But I did do that. But I think everyone thinks that it's just this glam world and it's so lovely and they get to kind of do everything. It's not. It's a lot of hard work. You know that. Events is not easy. It's long hours. I don't think they expect that. I don't think they expect just the hard work that goes in before the actual event happens. So we do some bits with like the NTAs and things like that, and I think they all want to work on it because they think they're just going to hang out with celebs. You're not. You're going to be backstage, jumping over wires. It's not glamorous. Backstage of any event is hideous, really. It's like, it's not nice. It's chaotic. People are shouting at you. So I just think my letter, it would be to warn them, I suppose, and try and teach them that, yes, it's great to get a degree. Yes, it's great to learn about event management, but you're only going to learn when you're in it and you actually, I don't know, experience it. And it's not glam. I kind of want to stress that enough because the amount of people I interview and they just think like, oh, events is awesome. Actually, do you know what? You're going to be in the office quite a lot. Like you're going to have to plan a lot. You're going to have to, the detail, everything that you need to do is just, it's full on. It is full on.
You definitely earn those moments because there are some great moments and some fantastic experiences that very few people get to do. But like you said, there's so much hard work that leads up to that and builds up to that you earn those experiences.
Yeah.
So, if you do meet a celebrity or if you do get to go to a wonderful destination or on a fam trip or something like that, that's, a tenth of the actual job. And
100%.
the other 9/10 are hard work, spreadsheets, laptop work, grinding.
It's not glamorous at all. And everyone thinks I've got the best job in the world. And don't get me wrong, we get to travel and see all these places. But you live in a hotel room, or you're in a meeting, or you're having lunch and dinner. And I have to be, my job obviously is kind of keeping people happy and making sure they're happy with what we're delivering and blah, blah. But it's draining. Like it's tiring. Like it's not that easy. And everyone thinks that I just run around the world like enjoying myself. And I do, don't get me wrong. And it is a nice job, but it's hard. It's tiring. Like it's just not glamorous like everyone thinks it is. And I think they forget that bit. So to teach the guys that are coming into this world now and just making them realise that actually it's long hours. Like it's not a 9 to 5 job. Like you might have to be there at 7 a.m. You might have to leave at midnight. And it's not a 9 to 5 in an office. But there's so much variety with it, which I think I love. That's what I love about it. I think every day is so different.
Yeah.
Every event is so different. But teach them that rather than an event management. I'm not belittling people like in terms of saying an event management degree isn't great, but there's a lot more to it. And being hands-on and being thrown into it, that's kind of how we teach our staff, if you like. So they don't necessarily get like a spreadsheet and follow this. There you go. Deal with it. Because you're going to learn. You're going to learn so much easier like that way. It's going to be a lot easier to learn in the job, if that makes sense. So yeah, I just want them to realise that it's a lot more to it than what everyone sees on my Instagram, for example. Because it does look amazing. I'm not going to lie, but we don't post all the bad stuff, do we? We don't sit there and say, oh yeah, I've been backstage for 12 hours or I've been here for 12 hours. We post the nice bits, like I'm having dinner at Shangri-La and blah, blah. So yeah, just make them realise that it's not all glamorous. That's my letter.
The final part of the podcast is a quick fire round.
Yeah.
So very quickly, packing, last minute or week before?
Last minute.
I can see that.
I can't. I don't. Although I organise events, I just chuck it in. Let's go.
Carry on or check in?
Check in. I don't want clutter.
Yeah.
I want it in, and then I
shove
can pick
it
it
all
up
in
later.
a big bag and then check it in.
Yeah, and I'll pick it up later. I don't have to carry stuff.
Airport lounge or shopping?
Lounge.
Aisle or window?
Depends what flight you're on.
Okay, think long haul. Unfortunately, economy.
Window.
Okay,
window.
Yeah. In my head, you're like, I'll be flying business.
Not all the time. Not all the time.
City or nature?
See, that goes back to Cameron House. I'm a bit of both. Like I want that city, but I also love nature. I love National Geographic. That's kind of my little hobby, if you like. But yeah, both. I think it's hard.
Lay-in or early start?
Early start.
Poolside or seaside?
Seaside.
You really had to think about that one.
I did because, do you know what, the sand and sometimes, but I love both. It's hard, but seaside definitely, yeah.
Planned or spontaneous?
Spontaneous.
Yeah, you're one of the few
100%.
people. So many event planners are like, well, it has to be planned, but I'm like,
No
actually.
Take it on, see what happens, sleep when you're dead. That's what I say.
Breakfast, hot or cold?
Hot.
And hotel, room service or restaurant?
Restaurant. I hate room service. I don't know. I can't. I have to get up and go. I can't lay in bed and have breakfast in bed. It freaks me out for some reason.
I do not eat in bed at all.
I can't stand it.
If there was a single crumb, I would.
Breakfast it doesn't excite me. I want to get up and go somewhere and sit there, be showered and dressed.
Yeah.
I can't sit there and breakfast in bed is room service. No thanks.
Well, thank you so much for being part of the Flock Together podcast.
Thank you, Callum.
And hopefully we'll see you doing a rendition of Frank Sinatra soon.
Fingers crossed. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it.